Hey guys and gals, tis I, the Primal One. Um, I was just watching a video by Johnny Bob Trucker and entitled "Check Your Ego," and it was basically about an encounter he had with a guy who was just being a butthead to somebody who didn't deserve it, and it just popped a memory of my childhood into my head. We're talking way, way back when I was in high school. The time of the dinosaurs, before the pyramids. Well, it seemed like that anyway. It was the 70s. And I was a nerd. What can I say? I was a nerd. And there was this other kid, and I cannot remember his name, his real name anymore, but his nickname was Joe Cool. Now, if you could imagine a cornier nickname than Joe Cool, maybe Corn Pop, um, but anyway, and he just always was. He was just super cool all the time. He was always walking around with these running shoes over his shoulder, or he had this big camera with a huge telephoto lens because he's into photography. Or he, had a guitar, or he had just something. He was just always cool. And and he never missed an opportunity to take a shot at me, call me a loser or whatever. Hey, loser, what you doing today? Or whatever. And it went so far as this. He was the president of the yearbook committee and their chief photographer. And in the yearbook, my graduating year, there is a full page picture of me. Let's say it's not a flattering picture either. And it's got a title something like Dweeb Deep in Thought or something like that. So he even immortalized his harassment of me in the yearbook. And but that wasn't enough. No, the ordinary little pictures they have of you with your name under it. He switched my name with probably another guy he hated too. I don't know the guy, but so our pictures are switched with our names. So anyway, this gives you an idea of what kind of an arrogant jerk this guy was. So fast forward some years. I'm married. I've got a couple of kids. I've got my business going. It's going pretty well. And I had just bought my first brand spanking new car. Didn't even have plates on it. And I was wearing a three-piece suit, gray pinstripe suit, red tie. Back then the suits you had to vest and everything. I guess vests are out of fashion now, but I was sharp, business sharp for the day, and I had my platinum card. I'd just gotten my platinum card, and nowadays everybody plastic. Nobody knows it's just plastic, but back then, if you had a platinum card, that meant you had absolutely top shelf credit, and people noticed what kind of card you had: a silver card, a gold card, a platinum card. And the credit limit on the card was based on what kind of a metal it was named after or whatever. So, it was a thing to pull out your platinum card. And anyway, I needed some gas. I'm driving back from this business meeting and feeling pretty good, and things had gone well. And I didn't want to get any gas smell on my suit because I didn't want to have to get it dry cleaned. And so I pulled into a full-service gas station, which they used to have out here. They don't have those anymore in California, I don't think. I haven't seen one in years. But I pull into a full-service gas station, and of course, you've already guessed who's pumping the gas. Yeah. So he comes trotting up and, can I help you, sir? And then he looks at me and recognized me, and I looked at him, recognized him. I just handed him my platinum card and I said, fill her up. And that was, I think, his moment of humbling. So the moral of the story is, check your own ego or your ego will be checked for you. It's just karma. It's a law of nature. Haughtiness goes before the fall, I remember George Foreman talking about that, how he just got so full of himself. He was the baddest man in the world, and then Muhammad Ali beat his ass. And he said it was so just horrifying. It was like death to look at himself in the mirror that night and see the same guy, but he was no longer the baddest man in the world. So check your ego, or it'll get checked for you, and it really hurts to get your ego checked. It really hurts. That's all I had to say. I hope you guys are having an awesome time. Have a great weekend. I am out.